Friday Finish Lines. Thank you for joining me here on my YouTube channel where I take motivational quotes and I use them on different topics, not only to inspire you guys, but if you hear my words and you like them, you can use them to inspire others and put your own spin on it. With that being said, my topic of discussion today is to unlock the full potential that lies within us, and how there is no time frame when it comes to unlocking your full potential, and there is no moment where you're just like, oh my god, this is who I truly am. It is like a compound thing of moments that happen where you're just like, okay, this is who I'm meant to be and this is where I'm going with my life. My two quotes for you guys today are really awesome, and I hope you can take away from them. All right, let's get started. All right, guys, start you guys off with the first quote. It comes from Ralph Waldo Emerson. He says, the only person you are destined to become is the person that you decide to be. A lot of us are thinking that we have to become a certain way, and that because of our background, because of where we are and where we see our future, that it's going to be that way. That no matter what we do, no matter what we try, no matter where we go, we will end up back where we believe we're meant to be because of some predestined programming in our brain that tells us that you're limited to this. You can only do that because you grew up here. You can only do that because you have this amount of education. You can only do that because you have this job. When no, who you want to be and where you want to end up in your life is totally up to you. The challenge lies within inside of you though. Like I always say, our greatest enemies are ourselves. We put ourselves down more than anyone else in the world. So when it comes to unlocking our full potential and seeing ourselves as someone who can do great things, it is very hard because our judgment is clouded over the years and years of bashing that we have done to ourselves and putting ourselves into a box. We put ourselves into this mind frame. We put ourselves into this We put ourselves into this mindset that we are only going to be this way because we're never going to change. We can never change due to all of the things that we've accumulated, the habits that we've accumulated over the years. But it all takes a lot of work. It all takes this moment in your life where you're like, okay, I want to be different. You decide to be different. It's this thing I've been seeing on TikTok. You know, I always go back to the gym just because the gym is a very big thing in my life now, and it has changed my life in immense ways. And it always said the people show a picture of them, when their body transformed and stuff like that. It's like the TikTok goes, one day you'll see yourself as this person, or day one. And I think it gets into this idea that either one day you're going to look back and look at that day one and think to yourself, man, look how far I've come, or you'll be stuck at that day one forever because you never started, because you never tried. And that's what I want to get in today, is that you need to try. Taking that first step is the hardest thing that any of us can do. But after you take that first step, the changes, the opportunities, and the growth you will feel in that moment will overflood you with stimulants that will just make you feel like, wow, if this is how this feels, I wonder how much more I can accomplish. I wonder how much more I can do. The next quote I have for you guys comes from C.S. Lewis. This person says, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream another dream. A lot of us are maybe in our late 20s, early 20s now. A lot of people that maybe watch my videos are in their 50s or in their 30s or in their 40s, but whatever stage in life you are in, it is never too late to become someone different. It is never too late to change your habits. It's never too late to become the person that you've always wanted to be, to learn something that you've always wanted to learn, and to do things that you've always wanted to do. We limit ourselves to these things because we think that we don't have time. We think that we're not good enough. We think that, what's the point? I'm too old. I don't have the energy. When in reality, you do. You wouldn't have these thoughts. You wouldn't have these ideas about your life, about who you want to be, if it weren't possible for you to do them. I'm going to talk about this on my Instagram, but I want to share it here as well. One day you're going to be lying on your bed. I don't want to get too dark, but lying on your deathbed, right? And this extreme idea that what if one day you woke up, you're about to die, right? And you have all these regrets flooding your mind, and you kind of have this premonition or this dream that every single version of you that you could have become if you just taken a chance was surrounding your bed. What would you tell them? And now they're asking you these questions like, what happened? Why didn't you try? Why didn't you try to become this? Why didn't you try to do this? What would be your response to them? And telling yourself that now, you know, it sparks that change. It gives you that idea that, you know what, I don't want to wake up one day with regrets. I don't want to wake up one day wondering, what if I just tried a little bit harder? So that's what I want to get across to you today. Unlock your potential does not have to happen at a moment's notice. It takes time and it takes practice, and it's something that you can unlock at any stage in your life. So what are you going to do about it now? And ask yourself that question. You know, what regrets do you have, and what can you do to change them? Guys, thank you so much for joining me here on my Friday Finish Lines. I thank each and every one of you for tuning in, watching my videos. I hope the month of November is fruitful and you are grateful for every moment that you have experienced this last year. As the year comes to an end, think about what it is that you want to bring into next year, and think about what it is you want to leave in this year. So we are always moving forward, we're always changing, and we're always growing. I'll see you guys next week with a new video. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Bye.